And for more insight on this new book and more, we are joined by Niall Stanage, White House columnist with our partner, The Hill. Niall, thanks so much for being here with us tonight.
Good to be with you, Natasha.
So, Niall, the White House strongly condemning the excerpts released so far from the last politician book. What specifically do you think the White House is taking issue with most?
I think they probably would take issue with the question about 10 a.m. public events and why they aren't earlier than that. And I actually think the White House has a point in that respect, Natasha. Now, the question about whether President Biden gets tired and his age, those are big questions that there isn't an easy answer to from the White House's perspective. The issue of public events is slightly different. Public events with any president typically don't take place earlier in the morning for the very simple reason that security procedures take so long for a presidential event. So if you have a presidential event at 8 a.m., you're asking people to show up at like 5 a.m. to be cleared through security, and that's not generally advisable or very welcome by the people who are attending those events.
Yeah, I appreciate that piece of insight. And ultimately, does this book reignite a conversation about age and even a conversation about the withdrawal from Afghanistan at an inopportune moment for President Biden?
Yes, and I think that's where the real danger arises for the White House. The real danger, as I see it in this book, in terms of the excerpts that we're reading so far, is that it fuels these narratives that are negative ones for the president, particularly around his age. The other issue of that comment about in Warsaw about Vladimir Putin and the fact that that had to be cleaned up, that fuels the sense of a kind of president who is gaffe prone, and we already know that that is an issue already. So it's the furtherance of that narrative that's the problem.
And Niall, you yourself wrote a book, Going Inside then candidate Barack Obama's 2008 campaign. Help us understand what motivates insiders of a team to speak with a journalist and to disclose inside details like this.
Well, obviously part of it is trust with the journalists themselves, and they hope that whatever they say will be reported accurately and fairly. Now, the book that I wrote, as you noted, was a campaign book. So in that instance, people know that they can speak during the campaign and the book won't come out until the election is won or lost. This issue with President Biden and this book is a somewhat different one. People talking while his re-election bid is underway, the book, about to come out. So that is a bit more questionable. I think there's a greater risk of that bringing up infighting or at least suspicion within the White House and within the administration about who spoke to this author.
Okay, Niall Stanage, appreciate your time. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.